This chapter is about dreams. Do you trust your dreams? Do you look at what you're being shown in your dreams? Do you ever remember your dreams? Are you open to understanding your dreams? The reason why I'm bringing this up is sometimes when you know things about situations, people, what's to come, you don't just pick it up out of thin air. It comes from somewhere. Some dreams are complicated with complex images. Some dreams are very mundane. Some dreams are alerting you even for your own safety and protection. When I'm talking about dreams, I'm not talking about goals and aspirations, like what you want to be when you grow up and, who you'd like to settle down with and get married to and who you'd like to fuck and who you'd like to date. No, not those kind of dreams. What are your dreams showing you? What scenarios are you encountering in those dreams? Let me tell you something. Generally, it isn't a good idea to talk about dreams. But what I intend to share here is how powerful dreams can be. It also shows you what's happening in your regular life, in your 3D life, or in the material world. When you deal with abusers, they try to diminish your dreams, the aspirational ones. And the ones that happen to you as you sleep are where the treasures lie. And, if they break you enough psychologically and emotionally, they often can tap into your dreams that way to take them or to destroy them. But that's another topic. When I share these with you here, in the upcoming book also, I don't want you to write off what I'm saying as woo-woo and strange. We're entering a time in the development of this world that all concepts and creativity is vivid. And a lot of people are more open and it's not as taboo as it used to be. Okay? So, I had many dreams. I used to dream a lot more when I was younger. And I had a teacher in high school who was doing her dissertation in psychology pertaining to dreams. And she brought up the concept of writing down dreams in a dream journal. And of course, I wrote down and journaled about many of the dreams over the course of the semester that she started this exercise. But there were 2 dreams that were so vivid that I still remember as if it happened yesterday. But this was like as a teenager, so probably 16 or something. And as a teenager, I thought the dreams were really cool, but I could not for the life of me think of what they meant. So let me leave you with 2. I think I'm going to leave you with 2. One from the past and a more recent dream that happened maybe a year or 2 ago. So for some odd reason, I tend to have a lot of dreams in cartoon, which I think is pretty fascinating. So this dream was an episode of The Simpsons. And I know you people who are into popular culture would know the image that I'm going with. So just picture this. So there's Marge Simpson driving the car, the pink family car, and then you have the 3 kids in the back, and there's no Homer in this picture. So it's just Marge with the three kids, and those three kids are myself, my brother and sister, with my stepmom as Marge. And it's crazy. Marge is driving down kind of like an abandoned road in their town in Springfield. And she's driving past like I don't know if any of you have, been to parts of inner city states. So places like Philly, Detroit, New York. You see some corners that are abandoned, broken down. And so we're driving in the car, and Marge speaking in Marge's voice, and she's like, I'm going to direct you guys to where I think you should be going. And I'm sitting in the front, and my brother and sister are sitting in the back. And as we're driving, it seems like a normal scene, but what happens is Marge, or my stepmother, is driving the car, and she drove directly into a brick wall, into like an abandoned building. And I thought, wow, like that was very crazy, but it's in cartoon, so it's not like it had any real impact. But what was strange about the dream is she kept steering the car into this brick wall, and she kept hitting this wall, and then it was like a rewinding cartoon. So it kept backtracking, rewind the tape, and then driving into the wall again. Backtrack, driving into the wall again. And I remember thinking, when is this dream going to end? Because it was repeating the same thing over and over again. And at the time I was creeped out, because I'm like, how is it that myself, my stepmom, my brother and sister are in a car without my dad, and we're hitting a wall in a cyclical fashion, repeating over and over and over again. And, I wanted to do something to stop it from repeating, but I just felt like I didn't have a say as to what was happening because she was steering the car. And this is a dream I had at 16 years old. So when I look back now, I realize I had to stop the cycle. Otherwise, it would have continued if I didn't find a voice and the strength to make it stop. So, when you're looking at dreams, pay attention to what it's showing you from your past and your present, and maybe thinking about what your future would look like. That's one. Another dream I had was when I started working at the Songwriters Association of Canada. I was a communications lead, and I was on contract. And when I started working for them in 2021, I was pretty happy because I got to learn about their history and the types of things they did to help writers gain licensing and rights to their writing so they can make a living. And I really like parts of the music industry that are on the side of the artist. That's where I like to be. And one night I went to sleep and I had the most vivid dream. In this specific dream, it was David Bowie and Prince talking together in this dream, which I thought was pretty fascinating. And I was walking in a hallway looking into either of the rooms to the left or right of me, and just looking and glancing in to see who was in the rooms. And I stumbled on Prince and David Bowie sitting down talking, and they had ideas and they had blueprints. And they were discussing how to reshape and remodel and revolutionize the music industry. And I thought that dream was pretty powerful because to see two legends that, I know their music, I know who they are, I like them both, but to see them talking about how to rework, redesign, enhance the music industry on the other side of things is pretty remarkable. And, I'm just sharing these tidbits for you to understand that dreams are really important. The ones that kind of give you direction of where you're headed, or to warn you about things that are happening around you that you can't see. So when you visit this chapter, I'll share with you some of the other impactful dreams I've had over the years, some of which had protected me from the things that I've been through in the last 5 to 7 years. Hope you like this chapter. I'll see you soon.